our partner Accenture has helped us really understand the needs of the market as we created Fusion Sales. So joining me now for a few minutes is Andrea Cesarini of Accenture. Andrea, welcome.
Thank you, Rob. So glad to be here with you today.
Well, it's great to have you here. You know, you work with a lot of B2B clients across a variety of different industries. Maybe share with us, what are some of the biggest challenges in selling that you're seeing with some of your clients?
No, this is a great question. Let me say that the B2B sales environment has fundamentally shifted. It's no longer just about getting in front of a decision maker and making a good first impression. It's more about a buying relationship built on openness and bi-directional value creation. This means that today, the majority of the companies don't have capabilities needed today. And without them, companies are headed for issue with the sales effectiveness, growth, and talent retention.
And if you think about in working with your clients, you know, given those challenges, what are the secret recipes that you're putting into play that you think are necessary for creating this different selling model?
You know, being Italian, recipe is something important to me, no? So I'm glad to share with you my idea. So coming out of the pandemic, we have seen heightened global pressure, but and this actually is, let's say, the negative side. But there is a positive side of this. The exponential pace of technology innovation will continue, creating opportunity for one of the most exciting periods of positive change and progress for all in history. Companies need to systematically transform their business, and leaders have learned they need to speed and agility to outpace changing and succeed. Here our secret recipe: meeting clients where they are, helping them to accelerate the pace of their transformation, unlocking talent potential, and above all, making sure that they would be able to adapt, as also in our recent event we discussed also with Safra.
So, Andrea, you know, as you think about how your clients have changed, you're talking about really building this recipe of guiding them through this transformation that sellers sell differently and buyers buy differently. What do you think's caused that? I mean, clearly the pandemic had some impact, but do you see other factors at play as well?
Yeah, there is a generic observation about the fact that there is the need to accelerate. We call it the compressed transformation. But I have also two more observations from the field discussing with clients. The first is about a rebalance of the control between buyer and seller. The B2B buyer are now more in control of the sales journey than even before. Buyers are savvier about where they get their information. And the seller are fully aware that they'll have to trash their playbook and embrace new rule of winning sales through influence. Another element that I like to share with you, Rob, if I may, is that industry boundaries are blurring. There are technology enablers like 5G, IoT, edge services. And because of them, the market demands for an high interoperable environment where multiple parties contribute to deliver, but not only, also to consume compelling product and services. So these three factors are really changing the landscape of the B2B market, in my personal experience.
So, Andrea, given that those factors have changed so much, how are you advising companies to change their selling and marketing processes? And obviously, we're thinking a lot about this together with you on how we can automate a lot more of the tasks across marketing and sales. But how are you advising clients to think about the problem before they even think about the technology?
I love this question. For me, marketing and sales are just the edges of an end-to-end process, which start from creating a market campaign to closing a sales. And here where I think Oracle Fusion is a big role to play is the bridge of the divide between the two, helping marketers and sellers focus on what they do best, means building relationship and closing deal. And this is thank you to one source of truth enabled by cloud and native innovation. And lastly, I think about the data. By unifying in real time customer intelligence with data from ecosystem of third parties, but also ERP and HR system, seller can really get support in generating ideal quotas, manage territories, align sales compensation, and create sales plan. So those are basically how I see the new engineered selling.
Well, I'm glad you brought up engineered selling, because I was going to ask you a question about that, which is, so you obviously gather tremendous amounts of data at Accenture about seller behavior across a variety of different systems. So this whole approach to, and I love the way you say it, of seeing marketing and sales as the two ends of a unified process. What do you see in the future? What are you most excited about that this engineering, sales, and marketing process that we've built together with partners like you, what are you most excited about it to unlock in the future?
Now, I'm very excited about Oracle Fusion Marketing, but also Oracle Fusion Sales. Let me give you my idea of future of engineered selling. If you ask me my vision, the future of selling for me is boundaryless, adaptable, and radically human architecture engineered to harness the power and elasticity of cloud combined with artificial intelligence and machine learning.
I will not try to say that anywhere as well as you did. That was great. Andrea, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much for being here and for helping us build this end-to-end system together with you, Accenture. We really appreciate your help.